But Google actually has all of their doodles online that you can check out. Now, I'm actually doing this video because we're celebrating 20 years of Google with doodles. 20 years of doodly Googles. Anyways, some of those are so interactive that you could consider them games. And in fact, I'm gonna show off my favorite ones. But regardless, I just wanna say this is a video in appreciation of Google, who has been feeding me and my family for years now as I've been working on YouTube. Thank you so much, Google. I really appreciate what you do. And I love the "Don't be evil" slogan, which hopefully you continue to abide by. And I really do appreciate the art that you push forth, that you publish, and that you promote. And so here I am, full circle. I wanna promote some Google Doodle games. So here's my pick, my top 10. All right, first game we gotta talk about is some PacMan. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, except it's in the shape of Google. Yeah, see it? It's a Google Doodle. So they doodled the game PacMan with Google. That's the shape of the map. There you go. Yeah, it's gonna control just like you'd expect. It plays just like you'd expect. It's freaking PacMan, but Googled. So yeah, I'm thinking this classic is a pretty good way to start the list. And for 100 years of crosswords, Google did a Google Doodle that was a giant crossword. And in fact, it's actually kind of interesting. It's kind of good. Now, I haven't done many crosswords myself. Not really kind of a puzzly kind of guy, but this one was putting me on the spot just a little bit. So I think it's one that might be just a little bit interesting for you guys. All right, next one, just quick and clean. This really reminds me actually of it's harkening back to like some Flash days. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like throwing the spears, bowmen, and you know, throwing like pigs and just random throwing games. Yeah, this is one but gnomes. Actually, fun fact, dude, this one runs really good. Like it runs fantastically. It's so colorful. It's got music and everything. It's actually got like different sized gnomes and things. Like it's a fun little, I don't know, gnome throwing sandbox. What can I say, dude? Try to throw the gnome as far as you can with a trebuchet. Now, as you might imagine, a lot of these Google Doodles are just a little bit light in terms of gamification, in terms of really much at all. They're doodles for Google, guys. But we do have a Rubiks Cube one to celebrate Rubiks Cubes. It's almost kind of like less of a doodle and really more of just like flat out, it's just a Rubiks Cube like app that you can solve. I mean, it's Google made it and you go through Google to play it. But like, yeah, man, I mean, it's just as simple as that, I guess. Next up for the 114th birthday of E.G. Suburaras. Sorry, forgive me. But basically, he's the guy who did Ultraman, and that basically spawned the whole kaiju and giant monster fighting genre, Power Rangers, things like that, Pacific Rim. Yeah, anyways, for him, we get to actually do like a bunch of mini games that essentially is about kind of like filming a set and, you know, actually setting up like what these movies, like behind the scenes and participating in that. Also, some of them come out real quick and they're not that easy, okay? So yeah, a little bit of challenge, at least on the first play. All right, this next one's kind of adorable. Okay, so it's like this little rabbit that you're just trying to get all the carrots. It's kind of like a little puzzle game, except instead of using arrow keys or your mouse or anything like that, you code, kind of. You program, at least, the rabbit to actually pick up the carrots. And I think this is really good for kids to teach them how to actually code, or just anybody. Like, it just kind of gives you the idea of programming, actually, a character or programming, period. I think these visual programming kind of games are really fun. In fact, I actually own a few. So yeah, this rabbit one, it's super quick, clean, and cute, but it's something pretty cool. Yeah, we got a Valentine's Day one. It's for the Qixi festival, which is basically Valentine's Day in China, I believe. Anyways, so this game starts out pretty simple. You just kind of drag and drop birds to their corresponding spot to make a bridge for the two lovers. It actually gets really intense, and some parts, like the birds can, if they're not coupled, will actually fly away, and if you take too long, then the couple will fall through the bridge, and et cetera, et cetera. It's actually kind of interesting and really cute, I think. Okay, so the next one on our list is pretty weird. It's almost like it's a game for the computer. Actually, sort of. So it's called Quick Draw, and the point is that you're supposed to draw what it tells you to, like an apple or a helicopter or something, and then the AI, a neural network, is trying to guess what you're drawing. So it's kind of a game of how well you can draw and how well you can represent the idea of that noun, but also it's kind of like a gamification for the AI itself. Pretty strange stuff, and definitely very Google. It's got to make the list. Yeah, next up at number 8, we have the Valentine's Day Pangoline Love game, which basically is like a Sonic the Hedgehog-y kind of platformer. It's just super cute and clean. It runs really good, I have to say that. I just kind of like the message behind it as well, but also like there is some speed run potential, you know? It's not just a simple like T-Rex game on Chrome. There's like a little bit extra there, so hey, that's why it's a little bit higher. All right, so the next one is gonna be a Roswell alien game. It's point and click adventure, actually. Basically, you're just like a little alien. And little alien dude crashed, and you know, you gotta get the ship parts. They landed in a couple different places. You gotta point and click adventure your way to, you know, back home, I guess. I think it's really cute. I like aliens and stuff like that, and that's pretty cool to see Google appreciate that as well. Roswell's 66th anniversary. Check it out, guys. All right, we moved pretty quickly through the list, but we're finally at our number 1 here, and that's going to be Halloween's 2016's cat wizard thing. This is pretty ridiculous. So basically, you're a wizard, but you're a cat, and I think it's adorable. It's drawn so well, but genuinely, as a video game, it is actually really fun. It kind of had me sweating a little bit. I don't know if it's actually easy or hard, but to get a perfect score to go on with it, actually flawlessly. No, yeah, there's got to be a little bit of speed. You're actually drawing as the enemies are coming at you, and you're casting the spells by drawing the shapes that's overhead the enemies. Now, I played a few games kind of like this, like Epistory, which was also in a top 10, but that was typing. I see a lot of games like this that are typing games, but actually drawing the symbols, that's kind of rare. And I would love to see a rhythm game, actually, or just a full-blown cat wizard freaking video game. Please, Google, please make it happen. But regardless, this is a genuinely meaty game that's actually really fun. And of course, it looks great too. So absolutely worthy of number 1. And I would love to see every major holiday get like an actual proper game from Google Doodles. That'd be fantastic. Google, if you're hiring for game designer, hey, I don't know, I'm your guy. But anyways, Halloween 2016 Cat Wizard was fantastic. You guys should check it out right now. Links in the description, as well as probably a comment I'll throw down for everything here, all the Google Doodles and all of the archives for all of them. I actually used a Google Doodle to do the music in the background, so yeah, that was fun. Anyways, these are the games that I thought were interesting and shout out worthy. But if there's any I missed, please leave it in the comments below. And what do you guys think about Google Doodle games and just browser games? Period. I got a lot of top 10s on them, so yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you have fun, and especially our number